Hey planner people, welcome to Days by D. This is the first video on my channel and it's actually my first YouTube video ever filmed, so it's probably going to be a bit raw in terms of editing and lighting, but I'm just really keen to share with you what I've been working on. I want to introduce you to my daily lifesaver here. It's really changed everything for me, this little sort of wallet of information. Why am I doing this video? I've always been a bit of a stationery and planner geek and wanted to connect with a community on YouTube, so I thought what better way to do that than to join you all and share a bunch of the inserts that I've been working on for this little guy and see what I can gather in terms of your input and ideas, as I know that you all have a lot of knowledge collectively. It's still a work in progress, but I would love to walk you through. So this is actually the Filofax Saffiano. It's I think it's a leather look. I don't believe it's real leather, so that it means it's on the more affordable end of the Filofax range. It's pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. I was quite surprised. It actually feels quite nice and soft, and the zipper closure is really solid as well. And it has so many pockets. It's got this really beautiful big wallet, sort of zip wallet pocket for cash and coins, keys, spare key, anything that you don't want to lose. And then it has 6 card slots here, another little slot at the back there for any notes, and on the other side it's got here a sorry, I just realized that's a card a business card. It's got here an elasticated pocket, which is, I'm not sure what it's used for, but it feels nice. And over here 12 more card pockets, which is pretty awesome, because I always used to say no to signing up to loyalty schemes for all of the different, our local bakery or makeup stores, and now I have space to have all the loyalty cards. And then there's another pocket back here, which is for, I usually just stuff in any receipts or notes or anything that I need to file later. So I feel like it really works for me. I'm really happy with it. And yeah, so that's my little Filofax experience so far. I did try to order a Filofax Malden to just get a feel for a leather one, and also get, this one has 15mm rings, and I thought I might need a bigger set of rings, so I did order the Malden because it has 25mm rings. And it came and it's beautiful, but one of the rings, the paper doesn't fold over properly, so I'm not really sure if that's a flaw with that particular product or the rings. I'm not sure, so I've just hit the Amazon return button basically, which is a bit of a shame. I'd love to hear anyone else's reviews of the Malden. I really like it as a particular folder, but I'm not sure if I should try and order another one. Let me know what you think. So I'm going to walk you through the planner now, the different inserts that I have. I usually just put a dashboard in here and change it up as I need new inspiration. They'll be on the fashion or the costume design side of things, because I study costume design and fashion design. I'm currently studying costume at the moment, but I'm really interested I'll usually put whoever I'm interested in terms of their particular fashion and style choices. And at the moment, I was really enjoying seeing what Timothy Chalamet wears on the catwalk, or sort of what he comes up with next. He's always, I feel like he's kind of leading the way in terms of men's fashion, and I really like seeing, kind of guessing to see what he'll come up with next. He wasn't at the last Oscars, unfortunately, so we missed out there, but hopefully we'll see more after he finishes his new Bob Dylan movie. So this is my sort of triage dashboard. It comes from May Paper Co, and it just reminds me that anything that comes towards me during the day, I need to kind of make sure to ask these questions so that I don't get distracted from what my goal is of the day. I can tend to flip and change between tasks as they come to me. If I think that they're going to, not take too much time, I might start doing those things, and then I'll realize that I haven't got to doing what I plan to do. So this one just asks, if an item, task, or event comes towards you, is it actionable? No. Here's what you'll do with it. If it's actionable, yes. These are some options for how you would process it. And I think it's just a really good reminder not to drop everything when things hit your inbox. On my calendar section next, I just have a little reminder about processing emotions that I found. And then this is my monthly. So my monthly is, I've printed this myself. I prefer a list view, monthly view, as opposed to the more traditional box view. And this is where I can put my sort of top 5 focus for the month, or to-dos for the month. And then I'll list down, okay, here's all of the pre-planned things that are coming up for the month, and then I'll go back every week and fill out any missing blanks when I have time, or this one I haven't done, so that I have a proper record of what's happened for that month. This one I have actually done. It's just that I've put a pre-printed version here just so that because there was some sensitive information on the other one. Anyway, so August and September are coming along, and here are my others. And so next into the weekly section. My weeklies are a vertical layout. I tend to prefer that at the moment, so that's what I've drawn up for myself. And these are little grid boxes. I like working within a grid. And then I can decide to put the times. If I want a time block, I can write the time numbers in if I feel like I need a time block for that week. But if not, this just gives me the flexibility to say, and here's an example, a pre-printed example. I've put my, time-based activities up the top, and then I'll draw a line and say, okay, so here are the tasks that I need to do on each day. So it serves 2 purposes. And then I can even draw another line and say, here are the meals that I've planned for the family for the day. So I really like this layout. It's very flexible. And then I have habit tracking here, so I can list down what I'm tracking for the week and then tick it off by the day. And I also have a mood log, same thing. I have my different emojis, and I can mark the dots and join them to see a trend of how things are going for the week. The next is my blank grid pages for daily log. And then I also have some grid pages that have a time block column in case I want to time block or list appointments, as well as my note taking. So there's 2 different styles. Then the next section is the lists section, and within this section I have monthly. Now this one I can use for many different things. Any monthly based lists. I'm thinking of using it to track what book I'm reading every night, because I often chop and change what books I'm reading, especially if I'm reading manga or something that's short and easy to read, and then flipping between a novel. So I could do something like that with this. My planner to-do list, so these come together as a set, and the to-do for the month I'll write down, and then I have a filter here that asks a few questions. Why is it vital? Why does it matter? Are there any consequences for not doing it? And those are the 3 questions I'll ask before I put something on my to-do list. This filter came from Ryder Carroll, who is the creator of the bullet journal. I like watching and getting ideas from his videos, so that's one of his recommendations. And then I also have my monthly intention down here as well. I have a cycle tracker here, so that is a annual monthly tracker from Wise Coffee Break. And then this is my sleep tracker that I've created. I just draw a line at the start and end hour of sleep for every day, and if I've woken up, I'll leave a gap, so you can very clearly visually see where I've had breaks in sleep, where I haven't had a sleep through the night. And I've put the total hours of sleep, can put total number of dreams here, and like a number of dreams per night, and then also a rating of sleep quality from 1 to 5 from 1 to 5. I haven't been using that, so I may actually think about different ways of using this column. If you have any suggestions, I would love to hear them. Then my next section is just project section. So I have some information here to do with my investments and finance, but I also have this activity board. It's called a Kanban board. I used to work in tech, and we use these sort of boards to track the progress of our work tasks during the week. And so what would happen is a task would be here. So this is for example, a planner insert I'm working on for my shop. Then I would move that along each of the phases until it reaches upload status. So that's how I would use that. It just helps me track where different pieces of work are in the process of being released. I've got some Etsy ideas and my other notes and bits and pieces on my investments. And then in the finance section, I have a few things that I'm going to try. I haven't actually done any financial tracking besides digitally, so I haven't sort of done analog tracking before. So I have a few things here that I'm going to try out. A spending tracker here with item details, category and amount. Online orders. I always have an issue with losing track of things between when they've been shipped and delivered, so I'm going to give that a go. And then this is a bill tracker from Peanuts Planner Code that I printed out. I really like this sort of format of tracker. It's a fluctuating bill tracker, so that means I can track bills that, you know, the amounts change every quarter, or every month, and just see, kind of see some trends and see if I can get those bills down somehow. The next section is my personal section, and so this is family and my own personal things. And the first one is my meal plan. So I've made 4 of these, so one for every week of the month. So this is the first week's, and what I've done is I've just printed my favorite recipes. So there's a few recipes in here, and then there's a shopping list that is set up by recipe. So that means it gives me the flexibility to say, okay, I'm only going to buy for 3 recipes right now, because I don't know what's happening towards the end of the week, and I don't want the ingredients to waste, or potentially, I usually do 2 shopping trips during the week, so this just helps me break that up. And so in this one, the recipes are quite family friendly. I have 2 primary school age kids, so what we're having this week is a mushroom and cream linguine, a vegetarian bean chili, a healthy chicken palmy, and a creamy beef lasagna. And then I also have here the banana and choc chip muffins. So I usually have 1 baking recipe per week as well, and that's just gives me something to put into their lunchbox every week as well. And then I have a lunchbox planner. So this is just to give some variety to the kids as well. So every week I'll try and pick out a different bunch of items for each food group. So protein, grains, carbs, fruit, veg, treat and snack. And so that it just reminds me to make sure that I'm giving them a variety of things and not getting stuck to getting stuck into a bit of a pattern. It's very easy for me to fall into just picking my favorite things from the shop, or just picking the things that I know they're going to eat. So, and I'm just playing with some school schedules here. They're a bit small, so I'm going to tweak this, but just to give me a place to track what after school and before school activities the kids are doing. So I'll have another look at that. I've got a list here for important school dates, and then on this side, this is a health log, and within this, this is quite nice. This has been quite useful for me. It's a bit small, so I need to make the font a bit bigger. I don't know what happened there, but it has the child's name, the description of what I think is going on health-wise for them, the date, the symptoms, the time that the symptoms were observed, and any other thoughts or observations. So if my child is sick, I'll write down, okay, so these are the symptoms that I'm seeing on which day, and so that way when we go to the doctor visit, which is on this page, we can refer back to this and say, okay, so when the doctor asks how many times has this happened, does this happen every day, at least I can tell them what it will give proper answers. I often forget, it's often quite hard. The days sort of run into each other, or if both kids are sick at the same time, it's quite hard to remember who's experienced what symptom and how many times. So, and then on the doctor's visit, it's got the doctor's details, visit date and time, and the reason for the visit, and then any notes. So I can write down exactly what instructions are from the doctor and then leave, because usually what happens is when I leave the doctor's, I'll just forget everything that the doctor has said once I'm handling the 2 sick kids. So this has been really, really great for me. And then this actually, when you file this in archive as well, it makes a really good health record for your child as well. So yeah, I really like that. And then this has been my this really helped me when my son had a birthday. I made I made a party planning kit for myself, and so the first element of that is a guest list tracker. I'm getting all tongue tied now. A guest list tracker. So he's given me the names of everyone he wants to invite, and I've ticked off if an invite's been sent, and then ticked off when someone's RSVP'd, and then listed any dietary requirements as they came in. And then this is the party shopping list. So any items that I needed to buy, by what quantity and what price, and whether it's been paid for. And then there's a party menu planner for food items and drink items by quantity and price and any notes. And this supplier tracker was a game changer for me. So I had 3 suppliers that I was dealing with for the cake, the actual party entertainer, and the balloons, and it just helped me know pick up or delivery time. Some things were being picked up, some were being delivered, and different times and days. So it just helped me have all their details in one place and help me know who does what on the day. And then so the next section is my book of the my book reading section. So this is my reading log section, and it's a group of inserts including book of the month. So I've just already printed out the books of the months for this first quarter of the year. I need to put my notes in. I've got them in another notebook, but I'll transfer them across. Then I have space to do the rest of the year. This is on the back is my to be read list. So this comes in the same insert, just on the back. And then we have a book summary. And the book summary has space to write an overview, main themes and quotes, and my thoughts. I have some book summaries that I've already written just on blank grid pages, so I'm going to organize them into here after that. I think it'll make it quite easy to read and digest as well, rather than just a big page of text as they are at the moment. And then finally, this is my reading log, so to write down the title, start and finish of dates of every book I've read. I haven't done this before, so I'm pretty excited to do it. The only way that I've been able to track what I read last year was to go through Audible and to go through my physical books and try and compile some sort of list based on that. But it's not accurate in terms of, you know, what month or what dates I was reading those things in. All I could get was a list of, okay, this is actually what I read, but not, and I was having to estimate sort of when I read them. So yeah, I'm excited to use that for this half of the year. And that's it. Would love to hear your thoughts and suggestions on any of those inserts that I'm not too sure about. Would love to hear any feedback on my setup, and just would love to hear, just say hello if you have lasted this long in the video. Thank you very much. And yes, please pop along in the comments and say hi. I'd love to meet some of you. And I think my next video I'll go through what I use in terms of I use a note-taking commonplace system for my projects, you know, financial projects, my costume design and fashion projects, and anything that I'm reading at the time, usually to do with organization and productivity, those kind of things. So I would love to take you through how I organize that. And so hopefully I will see you in the next video, and thank you for joining me. Okay, see you next time. Bye.